can't see me limping, so it's okay. I was. All right, that's okay. She can't hear anything. There we go. So now I'm looking at the video. It said it had no sound at the beginning, but it should be coming through. Going along for the ride. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm right here. I can hear you, but I'm waiting to see what happens here on the video. I'm just watching as well. Hey, can you guys hear Dave? Can you hear him now? And can you hear me? That would be another question. Can you? Okay, people are saying, Jake, you have sound. Someone's saying it's cutting out. David, is there no sound for you? All right, so yeah. Dave, they're waiting on you. Sorry, guys. We're just figuring it out for a second, so hang tight. Looks like we had a technical issue.
Okay,
so I
do
think
we have
Dave's got it.
sound
Try
now? There we go. There we go.
Dave, they're waiting on you.
We have sound. How's that, guys?
Sorry, guys. I think we did it. We're just figuring it out for a second, so hang tight.
Go ahead and sing.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna mute this. I think we're good.
We have sound. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Do we tell them what happened there? Do you want to do that, or is it okay?
What's that?
No, I'll leave it alone. It's okay.
No, guys, no, they're yelling. It's okay. Back here, it's so funny. Hey, I apologize. My mic. Okay, turn that speaker off now. Just the top button right there. There you go. So, guys, what happened was I had it set up for a previous show that I had to use my keyboard, so everything's running through my soundboard, and I didn't disconnect my mic from my soundboard to basically run direct through into my computer. So I just had to pull the cord and connect it to the right place. That's the simple version. So anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight here on Music Moments for David Live with David Live tonight. So excited to have all you guys on here tonight. And again, if you're watching from overseas, welcome. I know you guys are going to catch this, in a few hours or tomorrow, which is now today probably for you guys, and that's even confusing to wrap around my brain. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hey, we're gonna do a download giveaway tonight, and I know so many people are used to the CD giveaway. Jake doesn't have the hard copies out yet. He has the downloads, which is so cool. So we're actually giving away a download giveaway tonight. And you've got how many songs out? You've got 4, right, Jake?
We got 4 songs out.
4 songs out. So you will be able to download all 4 songs. So woohoo! Okay, so we can do that tonight. So here's what we got to do now that we got everything operational tonight. That what I need you guys to do tonight is, if you want to be a part of the download giveaway, I need you guys, as always, just to put CD in the comment section. Don't put any other questions or anything like that. Just put CD in the comment section, and we will get your name in the draw tonight. So we've got people here that are going to write your names down. We're going to get everybody in the draw, and just put it once so that we get everybody's name in there. So just put CD tonight in there, and that's a simple thing. Hey, Julie, how are you tonight? And Chris is in the background. Samuel, how are you tonight? Brittany, how are you tonight? Brenda, how are you tonight, guys? Just saying hello real quick to as many people as I can. And hey, guys, coming up, we're going to have a Q&A with the artist tonight. So some of you guys that are on here know Jake. Some of you guys don't. Doesn't matter. Let's ask him questions. So get your questions ready. Guys, when we come to that, let's not let us sit here and just, go, duh. Okay, get your questions ready. I don't care. Just ask him a question. What kind of toothpaste he uses, what size of shoe he wears, maybe what kind of deodorant he puts on. I don't know, if he uses hair gel or not. That just ask him any question you want to know. This is your time, guys, as always, to get up close with the artist and just ask some questions, have some fun. But, it's your time to do that. So many times, I know we just want to say, I wonder what their real life is like, and so this is your time to ask them. And so just do that. Just keep it appropriate questions. That's all we ask on this show, but that's all we ask. But hey, go ahead and ask, get the questions ready, because there will be a time. Hey, Brenda, how are you tonight? I'm going to screw up that last name. Andrew, thank you for joining us tonight, buddy. And on there. So, Jake, you probably know some of these people. But, guys, would you please give some thumbs up and some love tonight for Mr. Jake Fretz, all the way from Canada. Hey, how are you, Jake?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good tonight. Thank you for joining me on the show tonight.
Hey, dude, thanks for having me here. I'm stoked to be here. And I'm getting to see the people here. I know a bunch of you guys already, so thanks for tuning in. It's pretty awesome. I'm glad that my friends are here, but getting to meet some new people too. This is great.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. So, guys, like I said, keep the thumbs up and the love going for Jake tonight. Guys, again, if you want to get in on the download giveaway tonight, just put CD in the comment section. Just leave it at that. You can always ask your questions later, but just put CD in there. So, guys, love you guys for joining us tonight. We're getting more and more people on here. So we're going to get right into this interview tonight. We're going to learn a little bit about Jake. We're going to talk about his family tonight. We want to hear about his music and we want to hear about a little bit about his career tonight. And so, guys, this is the time on these shows just to hear kind of the heart of the artist and to have some fun as well. So get ready for that. And then everybody stay tuned, because I'm telling you, we've got our artist 5 seconds coming up at the end. And I know you guys love that, because we never know what the artist is going to say when we do 5 seconds. So it's great. And those of you that have no idea what 5 seconds is, we asked Jake a question and he's got 5 seconds to come up with an answer. So we're going to see how well he can do on this, but that's coming up later on in the show. And of course, he's going to sing with us tonight. So Jake, let's get into this. So man, you're married, you got kids. Tell us a little bit about your family, your wife, if you can, how many kids you got and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure, dude. So I'm married, been married 14 years, and I have 4 kids.
Unbelievable.
My wife's name is, yeah, it's wild. My wife's name is Paige. She's pretty awesome. And then I have 2 boys and followed by 2 girls. So I got an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old. My house is never quiet, but yeah, it's crazy. It's wild, but it's always exciting. And they're radically different than one another, but incredible. I love these people. I would rather spend no other time with no other people. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Isn't family, like kids and wives, aren't they just fun, man, to have?
Do you know what? Honestly, they are. I had a friend back in college say it this way. It's like, I thought I was a really good guy. I thought I was selfless. And then I got married. And then I thought I had it together. And then I thought I was like, now I'm a good guy. And then you have kids. And then they just it blows up your world every single time. And every time you think you're like, no, I'm doing all right in this life, you realize just how selfish maybe I am, and how much I want things my own way. Maybe I'm actually just a big kid myself, and we all need to figure out how to get along. So I find half the time I'm playing by kindergarten rules just like they are, but here we are learning how to live life together and to do it well, right? Making sure that everybody else in the family not just survives, but really thrives. So I love it.
That's
I absolutely
awesome.
love being a family
That's
man.
awesome. Okay, I think everybody can agree. Let's take a look at Jake. He doesn't even look old enough to be married 14 years, let alone have 4 kids and a 9-year-old. So, dude.
No, we hide it. It's all good.
I'm telling you, I don't know what you're using, but, you need to share that with some of us. I think I'm...
Well, yeah, you know what? Look, at the makeup line is coming out after the CD. We're just going to make sure that we follow up. It'll be Men for Us. I got nothing. I'm sorry. I just...
That's great.
It's au naturel, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Good genes. I blame my parents and my grandparents. They got good looking ones. So hey.
Hey, I just spoke with my parents and they don't even look their age. And I just told them, you got some that I just actually you said it because I said you guys have got some great genes. I said I hope it passes on, but I don't know with kids. With my kids, I'm telling you, I love them to death, but I don't know if they're making me keep me young or if they're like aging me. I haven't quite decided yet. But for all you guys that are looking, yes, I'm a grandfather, and younger than what I wanted to be a grandfather. But I love my grandkids and my house. I feel like we are the Waltons, literally. So,
right.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched the Waltons before, but that's the way we feel here at our house. But we just love our family to death. So we got everybody here. That's awesome.
Yeah. Man, you know what? I find kids make you younger. Like, I find that the hope the kids have, the fun the kids have, my days are better when I don't just jump in and say like, oh, Dad's busy right now. I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to wrestle. I got to do mature things. I find my days always better when I go join for the basketball game, the snowball fight, the wrestling down. Yesterday, no word of a lie, I played wedding with my 4-year-old daughter. And she went downstairs and she got, it was hilarious. She's all into princesses and stuff. So she went downstairs, she got a white dress on, and I was like, I only get to be a dad once, so I'm doing this. So I went upstairs, I grabbed the tie, I grabbed a sports jacket, I came downstairs, blew her socks off, and we danced downstairs with some music on. We had a good hour, looked at my wedding photos with my wife, and then we did chores, right? I mean, just like you move on. But it was awesome.
It's fun being a dad, Yeah. It
so
really
good.
is. And it really is. So, like, my son Yeah, I've got a teenage son, and he is our little soccer player, and we're just really excited. Hey guys, throw some love out to Gabe tonight because he, along with 5 other guys here by invitation only, is heading. We are heading out next weekend to go to Austin because they got invited to play in the most elite youth soccer tournament in the nation on a national soccer team. And so
Seriously.
he's competing to go to what they call the Golden Cup in Florida. So yeah, dude, that's my father and son time. And I completely hear what you're saying. When you can't take those, you can never take those moments back that you spend with your kids. So cherish the time that you have with them now. So
Yeah.
important. So important. Hey, speaking of kids and family time, man, vacation. Where does the Fretz family like to go on vacation?
Ooh, man. Well, maybe this year would be the wrong time to ask that because with COVID, we
Yeah,
had like way different plans, and we did the biggest staycation ever, and actually like went to every park and lake that we could find
there you go.
around locally this year. But normally we love to head either east or west. So I live in Manitoba, the center of Canada, essentially, and I love going back. I have some family out east in Ontario. I have some family out in Alberta. But I've got to see every province to the east and west. It's amazing. I love this country.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, we like to take in adventures. We actually love doing the road trips though. Our family, we're the people who, at first we were the guys who were like, all right, it says on Google Maps it'll take us 12 hours to get there. If we push it, maybe we could do it in 10, and we'll get to the place. Now we're the people like if it says 12 hours, we'll take 20, and we're gonna find out what every little town has to offer along the
Just
way.
chill along the way.
Yeah, it's so much fun. We get to see all these places, and so drop down into the states and come across the northern states too, and see a ton of different things, especially around the Great Lakes. Man, I love it. I love going on the road trips.
There you go. Hey, the Fretz family needs to take their next road trip to Texas.
Done.
Come visit
Sign me
us.
up.
We will put you up. We have the guest room. You have the guest restroom. I'm telling you, we got the pool with the water slide in the back. We got the jacuzzi. Hey, and we will take you out for literally barbecue down here, dude.
Done. I'm done. Sign me up, man.
We will go.
When this all clears, I'll come down.
There you go. When everything clears. I know I'm trying to get back to Canada. For those of you that don't know, I am a Canadian. So I love my country dearly. I love the U.S. We really enjoyed, we do enjoy being down here. But I love to get back to Canada. It is a beautiful country. But yeah, man, if you ever get a chance to take a road trip, come on down to Texas. We'd love to have you. We will show you things, and we will give you the time of your life. And trust me, we will eat some good
Done.
Texas food down here. That's
Oh
awesome.
man.
Okay, so tell me something. Tell these guys what a lot of people that have seen Jake know Jake as being on the platform, a worship leader, a songwriter. So tell us, what does Jake Fretz do in his downtime? We know that you spend time with your kids, but what other things does Jake Fretz do in his downtime?
You know what? Okay, in my downtime, there are probably two things that take up most of my downtime. If I'm not playing with my kids or hanging out with my wife, one of the things I love to do is do renovations with my wife. So often we get a house that's a fixer-upper, and I love working with my hands. I love the woodworking. I love building things. I like making
Hey,
new things and trying my hand at new different kinds of art and different things like that. So I'm always trying to learn a new skill and do something like that. And then the other one is I love being outdoors. So whether I'm walking on a beach, going on a hike, going fishing, we just got a boat this year, so hitting the water.
oh, wow.
I love just being out on the water and fishing and being outdoors and walking through the woods. That's like some of my favorite stuff. Being creation always makes me a better person.
There you go. I find I'm getting less and less time, but one thing I love to do is like landscaping.
Yeah,
And
I
so,
totally did that for a job for like
did you?
3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I do like doing my own landscaping and coming up with creative things, to do. And I know our last house, dude, I dug up like all the shrubs. I got rid of them because I couldn't stand them. And I re-landscaped my whole front yard and replanted stuff. And I figured I came from Canada. I'm not coming all the way down here and no flipping palm tree in my yard. So I went and bought palm trees and,
you gotta
I
do that.
redid all that. So yeah, I love landscaping. Sometimes now life is just getting a little bit busier, schedule wise when we've got soccer on the hand. But hey, I love doing what I can do, and I love going fishing and sitting there with my son. He's the fisherman. I love just being out there with him. But yeah, if I can, I love doing that type of stuff. So hey, Jake? Do you keep active? Do you go to the gym? Do you like sports? Tell me something about that type side of Jake.
Yeah,
Or
you know
are you
what?
more not a sports guy or stuff like that? What?
So here's the funny thing is I played every sport I possibly could all the way up through high school until I started doing music. And then music was my thing. I played 5 hours a day all the way through high school. It's all I did. I got home from school, would pick up a guitar and just sing and play. But I always held on to soccer and badminton. It was kind of the two things that I loved hanging on
Badminton?
to. So badminton, it's like you laugh at it, everybody laughs at it. But
No, we
I'm
played
seriously,
badminton as kids at the cottage in the summer.
yeah, no. I'm talking like competitive diving. You got like the rug, like the gym burns on your elbows.
Oh
Competitive,
wow.
go right at it. Oh yeah, man, it's sweet. So I did that, and I play soccer. Now that being said, I'm actually just coming off surgery. I blew my ACL about 6 years ago playing soccer, and I've been moving around. So I actually just got fixed up. So I'm looking forward to playing soccer again next summer when I'm
Look at
finally allowed
you.
to run again. And
Dude, come on
yeah,
down here and help me coach a team. We'll do well. But that's all right.
okay,
But there you go. Soccer, I'm in you with soccer. I'm a soccer and hockey guy. But
okay.
I'm sorry, all you baseball fans. I will be honest with you. I completely fall asleep every time I go to a baseball game. It's just too slow
Ooh,
for me. I'm sorry, all you baseball fans, but soccer and hockey, that's what I love. So, man,
see, now you're hurting my
I'm
feelings.
sorry. That's why I apologize first. So, anyways,
But see, I find like hockey. I mean, hockey's okay, but baseball when you get into it, like I was a kid when the Jays won the World Series back to back. Like I
there
remember
you
those
go.
times, and like they were like formative. I remember wanting to be like Paul Molitor, Kelly
Oh yeah.
Gruber, like all those like those guys. Devon White, Roberto Alomar. I guess until Roberto Alomar spat at that one ump. But
Yeah.
I mean, beyond that, like I wanted to be like those guys. So I mean, I don't know, man. You can't diss the baseball. Like it's too good.
I'll go. I'll go. But I'm telling you, I fall asleep sometimes. Like just sitting there, just going, can somebody please hurry up and hit the ball? You know what I'm saying?
It's true. It's totally true. It's not nearly as quick.
It's just not a fast paced game. Maybe that's my ADD kicking in or something. I don't know, but it just, man, that's just me. I'm gonna beat everybody to the rapture because of my ADD. I just can't wait. I'll be boom as soon as Christ is there. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Okay, so Jake, any pet peeves, brother? Give me a pet peeve besides people like me that don't like baseball.
No, all is forgiven. It's okay. The the pet peeves. I don't shoot.
Jake Fretz, ladies and
Uh,
gentlemen, has absolutely no pet peeves.
I'm just like I always want to try to be the kind guy, right? Okay, so here my honest pet peeve
Yeah,
is when like is bullies. It's straight up probably at the top of my list.
there you go.
Is so part of my story is I didn't have a great high school experience, especially for the first couple of years, and I got bullied pretty heavily.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, now in that's where I met Jesus out of that season. So it was kind of a really great thing in the end, but now when I see somebody who is like person like or intentionally excludes other people, right there, that gets my back up. That gets my blood boiling.
There you
So
go. Pet
then
peeve.
yeah, that's the thing. So that's probably the biggest thing. When you start breaking connections down between people, that would be my pet peeve. That would be the thing. I mean, maybe it jumps up from pet peeve, but yeah,
My
it's just
gosh. Oh Lord.
yeah.
Hey, just going to interrupt here, guys. If you want to get a chance at the download giveaway tonight, that means we're giving away free downloads of Jake's music online. Just go ahead and put CD in the comments. So if you're wondering why people are putting CD, that's what we're doing. Just put CD in the comment section. We'll get your name in there, and you can download this stuff. It's going to be on iTunes, Amazon. Where else, Jake? Is it on? Apple
You can
Music.
find this on YouTube. Yeah, Apple Music. You can find it on YouTube if you just want to watch there, or you can go follow me, Jake Fretz, on Spotify as an artist.
There you
And
go.
then every new song that I bring out, you'll also get notified. So I actually just brought one out last 2 days ago.
I
Two
know we're
days
going to
ago is
talk about
the
that
latest
later.
release.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that here coming up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
we
later,
we,
right? Yeah.
we
So
want to get that. So, all right. So hey, Bully Peppies, that is really interesting, guys. That he says that in a part of his life, and it's amazing how God can bring people out of that and just overcome some of these things in life. So Jake, that is awesome to hear that part of your life. And I'm telling you, if you're watching and you've been a part of that in life, hey, you've got an artist up here that they can relate to you in that area. So this is amazing. This is awesome. All right. So anybody else in your family, real quick, before we go on to your music stuff? Anybody else in your family, we're leading into this, is musical?
okay, so my wife would deny it, but she's got a great voice, and she's teaching herself piano. She sounds amazing. But all my kids are musical.
Look
So
at
I
that.
have a boy that's learning trumpet and plays piano. I have another kid that plays harmonica, and sometimes we'll go to
Harmonica.
the senior center. Yeah, harmonica,
That's
and he'll play
amazing.
piano too. And then my one daughter has a phenomenal singing voice. Like she does things I wish I could do. I mean, she is
Look at that.
great. So we'll actually go down to like the senior center when pre-COVID we used to go down and would sing songs and sing hymns as a family. And my kids would take a turn, playing harmonica while I'm playing guitar, and
Wow.
and the other one of them would play piano. Yeah, we just want to encourage the community, bless the community. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah, man.
I love, for us now, our family kind of gets together, different times of year, but mainly at Christmas. And one thing we love to do is, at least I do anyways, when we gather around the piano and we just begin to sing with my kids and I, and it's kind of cool just us all gathering around there and singing the harmonies and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
that's awesome that you got your kids involved in the music and, kind of following your dad's footsteps and stuff like that. So that's good.
Mhm.
So,
Now I will stop you. I gotta say though,
yeah,
of all my children,
yeah.
my youngest is convinced she's a rock star already. So even though
You
she can't sing
go.
or play an instrument like any of them, oh no, she has a like karaoke microphone. She has her own mic stand. And today while she was dusting on the like plate rack, she had to do a chore. I come around the room and she's throwing her hair back, singing "I Love Rock and Roll," and she's like flipping her hair back left and
I
center and
love
moving. And then she
rock and
sees
roll.
me and she doesn't care. Like no, totally. She's just like, "I love rock," and looks at me, and throws. She
You
totally
go,
doesn't care.
girl.
So like, she's got the attitude.
You go, girl. Hey, look at that.
Totally.
Look at that. Hey, you just go and show your dad up one of these days. I'm telling you.
She will.
Yeah, there
She
you
will.
go. Okay, so going on to your music a little bit here. So, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
Ooh, what's the
Come on,
craziest
you've
thing?
got to have a moment that you can say, "Oh my word."
Okay, I got two of them for you.
Go, give us a two.
So one of them was not just like a couple years ago, but we had this thing where we were all trying to get people pumped and we're getting excited, and we're just trying to get people like really encouraged. So we're like, hey, what we need to do is like get up here and jump off the stage, be wild, be energetic, throw all your heart and your energy into it. So I go and I jump off the stage and I totally wreck my knee because, like I said, I had blown my ACL. So then I got to go back on stage and I'm like limping out and I'm trying to balance, and then I sing the rest of the set, and then I go backstage and I totally fell down the backstage stairs. So like there's a guy giving a sermon, I'm like going down the stairs holding
Oh
onto a
my
railing,
goodness.
and then I'm limping off, and I was hurt for like months. But so
Dude.
that would be like not one of my better moments.
Okay,
And then the other one was I was playing.
hold on, Jake. Jake,
Yeah.
hold on. That's why artists hire choreographers. Okay? So, brother, just let me help you on that. That's why
Okay, help me out.
we
Teach
hire
me.
choreographers to help us so we don't mess up our knee.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll remember that.
So
I'll add them to the team.
there you go. There you go. So, anyways, number two.
Number Number two was I was at I still don't know totally what to do with this one except that I loved the moment. So I was at a Ren Collective concert, and I don't know if any of you have seen one of their videos, but on one of their videos, Ren Collective Experience puts on a panda mask during their video, and so at the concert they ended up playing halfway through the song, the lights went out, and suddenly the lights come on, and they're wearing panda masks, and then they play the rest of the song, the lights go out, panda masks are gone, lights come on, and just like, what just happened? And everyone's kind of like, that was bizarre. I don't know what happened, but that was weird but hilarious. So the next week, I'm playing in actually one of our campuses, and as I'm playing a song which was written by Ren Collective, lo and behold, somebody comes from the back wearing a panda mask and jumps on stage and starts dancing beside me. and, I'm looking to my right. I'm like trying not to miss a note. I don't know what to do, but I just keep going. And then the guy just dances off. It was a good friend of mine. Like totally had me.
Oh my goodness!
We couldn't help but just laugh and love it, right? Like it's just part of being the family. Lord. But totally threw me.
That is crazy. That's crazy. You know what? I have a road manager, and I told you before. He's here, and guys, my old road manager just happened to be in Texas overnight on business. So like he's actually sitting here. He traveled with me for 10 years, and not a word. He used to put a flippin' clown wig on at the back of the auditorium, just to keep things light. And he'd be dancing back there, like just going at the soundboard, and it'd kill me. So panda mask, clown wigs, yeah.
Face, right?
There you go. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways. All right. So, I'm all now that panda wig just threw me for a loop here. That's all right. That's all right. So, you're starting to get some some publicity out there. You're getting your songs out there. You're getting some different venues and opportunities. What so far has been one of your greatest highlights so far in your music career for you?
Probably would have been earlier this year in July. So my third release, Every Fear Must Fall, which got a wild story, which I'd love to share maybe a little bit later here. But that song, career-wise, was pretty amazing because it got on the top 10 list for Canada here.
Wow.
So on one of the charting. So yeah,
man.
So it got to spend a month there. So that was pretty sweet. That was something that I always kind of wished. You just don't know what's going to happen, and you start making the music. But to have that come out of a story that was part of our church and part of our family here, like our local community. That's where that song grew from. That was just really meaningful for me.
And speaking of that, I was reading up on your bio and some of the things that about you ahead of time, and for some of you that may or may not know, he talks about, his songwriting, and it's not just based out of his own life, if I got this correct, Jake, but you base your songwriting on those around you as well and some of their experiences. So, I love the way you put it. You say, when you're on the stage, you don't just share your story and things have happened in your life. You're also sharing other people's stories for them on the stage. Tell me and tell us, not just me, but tell us a little bit about that, in your songwriting and that. Just take a minute or two, just kind of tell us a little bit about that, area of your life for songwriting. It was just so unique, on what you said in some of those areas.
Yeah, sure. What is cool is I've been writing songs for a while, but I always felt like I was lacking a voice. I always felt like I didn't have something to say per se. I would write a song for me. I would write a song for my wife, but I didn't feel like something that was worth sharing to the world. But then I started writing for my church. I starting to tell the stories of what God was doing here. Yeah. And when I started to tell the stories of what God was doing here at my church, which is Prairie Alliance Church in Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, when I started sharing those stories, I felt something like come alive in me. And when I started connecting the words that I had, and I would come with like part of a word, like part of a verse, or part of a chorus.
Right.
And then something would happen in our church body, and I'd realize like, oh man, I'm being prepped to attach it to this moment for us. This is part of our life. So this is no longer my story. It's our story. And then I would start sharing the story, sharing the song even before it's done sometimes with our family and our community here. And as that happened, the song would take on its life of its own. Sometimes it would even
Wow.
change, and we kind of like write it as a group, and then we actually get behind it, and it becomes an anthem for all of us. So yeah, they're not just my stories; they're our stories, and that way they're God's stories. So they're always it's always easy to get behind that. I could sing about that all day long.
There you go. You know, um, Jake, it's interesting because I'm almost positive, and I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. Years ago, I've been to the church where you're at right now. On one of my
Cool.
tours across Canada. I just know that out there it's just flat. Like I remember driving at night. I'm thinking we were tired. We were going between gigs, and we finished one night in Saskatchewan, and we drove to Manitoba coming across there, and we
Hmm.
had to be at another one Sunday morning, and we're driving, and I'm thinking, oh, thank God we can see the city lights ahead. And an hour and a half later, we're still looking at the city lights ahead, and I'm going, this is unbelievable. You can just
Totally.
drive for hours and just not get there. But I say that to say this, out west, it was really interesting because I didn't listen to a lot of Michael Jackson stuff, but there was some stuff that that popped in every once in a while, and you know, and I remember thinking, man, he writes about a lot of this stuff in the secular sense, and there was a couple of his songs and lyrics, and I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if these songs and some of these lyrics that he's doing, along with other artists, but him, I remember thinking about this, is could roll over into the Christian side and have a Christian meaning to it, and a little bit of
Mm.
a godly meaning to it. And so I remember being in the hotel out there, and at 2 o'clock, and dude, I'm a morning person, so get me up at 4 in the morning, put me to bed at 9:30 at night, and I'm great. But kids change that a little bit. But I
Totally.
remember, I was dog tired. I went to bed, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was wide awake in my hotel room, and this song just came to me, and um, so I began to write this song a little bit out of some of the lyrics, and not just lyrics, but one of the songs that I'd heard Michael Jackson sing, and it wasn't his song, but it came from that, and God just began to give me the words at 2 o'clock in the morning. I pulled out my keyboard there in my hotel room, put my headphones on because I didn't want to wake anybody else up, and I
Yeah.
wrote the song, and it was basically a love song that talks about my relationship between Christ and myself. And some people have sung it as a love song at their weddings and stuff like that, and that's great. But that song actually came out of my intimate times with Christ, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's become one of my, it became one of my most loved or requested songs. And so when you
Mm.
talk about sharing experiences and what you just did, those songs just have so much meaning. They're just so powerful, and they become sometimes some of the most requested songs, or some of the songs that just touch people's lives more than what we could ever think of. And you said, you just didn't know if you had a story to tell, or you just didn't have lyrics. But God takes those things and he touches people's lives in areas that we just never even know, or even hear of till maybe down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's amazing to see. So here, let me dive in if we got time right now. But let
Yeah.
me dive in a little bit to the story of Every Fear Must Fall. What was amazing about that story was that we had someone, and I have permission to tell the story. So we had a student in our church, and specifically also in our school that's attached to our church here, who got diagnosed with cancer. Um, and they got diagnosed with cancer in the foot, and the diagnosis and the prognosis was like really bad. Like we're looking at, they were saying it was going to almost definitely be amputation.
Right.
It was, and if not worse. Um, and that was when I just had this course that it was like, no, we can't be afraid about this. So I heard about it as I had this course come to me like the night before. And I walk into this chapel where I'm going to lead these junior high kids on a Wednesday morning chapel. And I realize we just need to pray for this family.
Yeah.
So this is the song we're going to use to pray for this family. And as we did that, what was amazing is we started to watch this young man lost all of his fears. So as we sang like
Wow.
every fear must fall, my father's for me, I am loved by God. We just watched that in his own life, and partly he didn't even know this was going on, but we just started praying for them. And then the diagnosis started to change. Like we'd have
Wow.
specialists look at it, confirm what it was, and then the diagnosis would change again and again until
Wow.
a year later. No, I'm not lying. Like a year later, the guy's cancer free. And
Really?
totally. So they did like a small surgery and pulled a small cyst from his bone. The guy walks around normal right now, and they declared it to not even be cancerous at the end. They confirmed it cancerous
Unbelievable.
after multiple different biopsies and everything, and it changed.
Somebody
So when
send
we
some
sang
love
this,
up on that one, guys.
yeah, like it was wild. So what's been amazing is now when we sing the song,
Yeah.
we sing it with the expectation that God can do that kind of stuff again. And I sing that song
That's
knowing that
awesome.
God can do that kind of stuff again. He's done it once, he'll do it again. So we've had people who I know, like they'll talk to me afterward. They're like, "Hey, I came in, my neck, my shoulders were all tight."
Yeah, yeah.
We start singing that song, and it's not the song, it's not me, it's God. Like, don't get me wrong, Jesus shows up, he does these things, but in the expectation that we have when we sing these things, I watch that person leave, and they're like, "I was stiff. We started singing, and then I could move, and
That's amazing.
I now am fine." So it's incredible to watch the way that God just comes in, and when we expect it from him, like
Yes.
when we look for him to
Yes.
do these things, when we're watching for it, he shows up. And
You,
so yeah, this song is that anthem for us to always remember that. So
wow.
it's pretty amazing.
You know what happens and stuff like that, Jake, is that I think people's faith and their thinking, is changed, and their eyes become focused on Christ and off of them. And so, the words and the lyrics and even just the music of the songs combined together just allow those things to happen. That is powerful. Hey guys,
Yeah.
you're on here tonight. Don't forget to put CD in the comment if you want to get in on um, uh, the download giveaway tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, we're with Jake Fretz tonight, guys. Really excited to have him on the show. And that tonight. Hey, we're going to soon head out here with the interview, and we're going to have Jake sing in just a few minutes. We got a few more questions just to ask him, and then after he sings, guys, we're coming back with a Q&A for you as the viewers. So, guys, get your questions ready. I know there's a bunch of people watching here tonight, so get your questions ready. Like I said, just don't be afraid. As long as they're within, what's the word I want? Just keep it G-rated on the questions tonight, and but ask him, what kind of, maybe he's wearing dentures. You can ask him if he has false teeth. I don't know, but what gel he uses for his hair, or anything like, I don't know what guitar he likes to play or something like that. But guys, get your questions ready. This is your time to get up close with the artist and just begin to see that they're real people just like you and I. So in just a few minutes, right after Jake sings, we're going to go into the Q&A, and then we're going to have the fun 5-second coming up here. But anyways, show Jake some love tonight. Guys, if you're watching tonight, if you're a pastor or you're in charge of community events, there's Jake's contact on the screen. Please write that down. Get a hold of him. Get him in your community. Get him in your church. I'm telling you, if you have not heard this man sing, he has got one phenomenal voice. I am not lying. I sit and I listen to this man, on YouTube, and just, was checking out his music. That's why he is on the show tonight. And anybody that's been on my show, that when we bring people on here, they are on here for a reason, because of the talents, the abilities, and the giftings that they have. This man literally has an incredible voice, and not just a voice, he's got a heart to go with it. So guys, book him. Book his calendar solid for next year. All right? Don't give the man a rest. Okay? Just book him up and bless him. And when he comes, guys, please bless him. You know what I mean? Do him good. All right? So on that. But Jake Fretz is with us tonight. Jake, I want to tell you, you win tonight the first award for being the first Canadian artist on my show. So I'm excited.
Right.
One, yes, woohoo! And this is one Canadian to another. So I am excited. So all you Canadians tonight, give it up. We've got a Canadian artist on here tonight. Show this man some love tonight and support him. Go download his music tonight, and unless you win it, but download it anyways. And Christmas is coming up, guys. Give people a birthday gift, a stocking stuffer. Get them some. Just offer to download the music for them. Do something like that. Hey, great times for Christmas gifts coming up. So do that. Just bless them. Jake, we're going to finish off here tonight with a bit of the the stuff like this. A quick question here, dude. You ever get studio fever?
Like I want to be there or I want to get out of it?
No, you want to be there. That's studio
Oh, like
fever.
every day, man.
I'm
Like,
telling you, it's an awesome feeling. And there's something just about being in the studio that gives us artists just that sense of verifying that what we're doing is right. We just, we love it. So on that, and then also one of the things I want to ask you is, you know, are you a perfectionist on the stage?
ooh, you know what? I'm not.
That's
And
crazy.
here's why.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah. So I can be, but I find that especially when I'm playing these songs and I want to attach my heart and my mind to them and I want to sing them for people and for God, I want to actually look at what's happening in the real moment. So I
Yeah.
become the flexible guy that's going to roll with everything that happens. Oh, you missed that shot? Maybe I can move with it. Maybe the bass did. We've had one of my favorite times ever was actually we had the whole sound system shut down on us, like we lost power.
That's too
I
funny.
just went, grabbed an acoustic guitar,
And just
started
started
stomping on
singing.
the floor, singing as loud as you can, and like get everybody up and get everybody singing. The power came back on, give the guitar back, keep her going. I just,
There-
yeah,
You got to roll with the punches. But
totally.
yes, you got to roll. I think for artists and that we tend to have that with. I think there's, you said you are and you aren't. So I think, that there's that part of us that, we just don't go throw something together. We want to give God our best. We want to do our best. But you're one guy that just, if I'm reading you, that can roll with the punches if things happen and you don't like freak out because, there's been a little bit of a change in what's happening and stuff like that. That is so cool. Guys, he's a cool Canadian artist. Book him. I'm telling you, book him. Hey, we got some love coming up for you. Andrew Hackett is saying, congrats, Jake, on the first Canadian on the show. From one Canadian to another. There you go. Andrew, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I know that this is
Thanks,
incredible.
Andrew.
So, but anyways, real quick, closing off before you sing, Jake, your first song for us. You're coming out with these songs. You're putting your career out there right now, and all that. Where you've obviously progressed. You've had some great opportunities. I've looked to see where you're performing, where you're going to be performing, or where you have performed. Where do you see, kind of in a nutshell, where do you see your music going, down the road in the next year or two? I know we've got COVID that's really, put a monkey wrench in a lot of us musicians, but where do you see your music going in the next year, 2 years, maybe 5, 10 years down the road?
Sure. It's always funny to me. I always wanted to be making music to be able to go as far as it possibly can. I dream big. Like I'm always dreaming to the nth degree.
Yes.
And it's bizarre now that I'm seeing the success more than ever. I want the songs to go as far as they possibly can,
Yeah.
so that they will share the stories that are behind the songs. Like they are the vehicles of hope and faith in what God's doing. And at the same time, I love my family and my church family and my
Yes.
community more than ever. So it's bizarre. I feel so divided in a way that I want to be grounded like right here, and at the same time, I want to take what we're experiencing and I want to take that to the nth, like as far as I can. I mean, honestly, I had someone from South Africa contact me this week,
That's
and they want
awesome.
they want to talk on the radio down there, so we'll talk to them. I had a guy from Scotland the other day talk to me. I got a guy from the Philippines talking to me. So like the music will go as far as it can, and sure, if I could go there to visit and share the music with them, you got to know that I'll be there. But I always know that I'm going to be grounded here. It's a really cool
There
feeling.
you go. That's awesome. Hey, Pastor Hugo Clausen, if you're watching this broadcast or you see the rerun, he got an invitation to South Africa. Connect with this man, dude. Get him in your church. He's going to be blessed. Philippines, all you guys in the Philippines. I know I haven't been there in a long time. Hey, connect with this guy. Make sure it's safe, but bring him over there. I'm telling you, and bless the socks office, man. That is one country, man, I went to, and I went because I wanted to be fed, even though I was singing it over there. And I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I don't. It's not my interview tonight, but I'm telling you, you get over there, I'm. You're gonna come back a changed man. I'm telling you, you go over there, and those people come out to receive, but you end up going back. I think receiving more from those people over there. So I hope you get a chance to go to the Philippines. It was so much fun. So guys, I'm telling you, get this guy to your church, to your community event. Just get him there And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I don't care what country you're from. Get them there. Hey, we got to get you to Texas. I don't know what we'll get down here, but if not, come down on a vacation. But that's all right. Man, guys, get ready. Jake's going to sing for us. All right, we're coming back. And right after that, we've got a few minutes for a Q&A, so get your questions ready as he's singing. Jake, you ready to sing for us, brother?
Yeah, man.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Fretz. Give it up for him tonight. Okay, let's go.
So I'd love to share with you my newest single. So it just came out 2 days ago. Man, this song came out of a moment where I got to pray and I got to meet God in a new way, where I found out that I was always afraid of God the Father. I like to believe that I wasn't, but really in that moment I found out that I was. But in that, He changed my mind. I realized that God is good, that His kindness is bigger than I could ever imagine. And when I met that God, then I wanted more of Him. I wanted everything that He had, and I wanted His heart. Brand new, your blood speaks over me, and your spirit seals the promise I've received. But His presence, Lord, unlocks a desperate need. I want your heart, I want your heart. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart burning inside. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart, I want your heart. Ooh, I'm a castle and my capstone is secure. A hurricane can come, I know that I am yours. But I long to be the tree, drinking from your shores. I want your heart, I want your heart. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart burning inside. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart, I want your heart. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart burning inside. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart, I want your heart. Yeah. Oh, I want your heart. You are love, love, love. You are love, love, love. You are love, love, and I want your heart. You are love, love, love. You are love, love, love. You are love, love, and I want your heart. Yes. I am your heart, I am your glory, I am your heart, coming into life. I am your heart, I am your glory, I want your heart, I want your heart. I am your heart, I am your glory, I am your heart, coming to life. I am your heart, I am your glory, I want your heart, I want your heart, love, love, love. Oh, I want your heart, I want your heart, love, love, love. want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart burning inside. I want your heart, show me your glory. I want your heart, I want your heart.
Woo! All right, give it up. Jake Fretz, guys. Jake Fretz. And yes, guys, us Canadians have some great talent up there and some great musicians, vocalists, and songwriters. Jake, thank you, man. That is a
Thank
powerful,
you.
powerful song. Guys, show them some love a little bit out there. All right, we're opening it up for Q&A. I know you guys are out there. You've had a chance to get ready with your questions. So come on, fire them up. Jake, can you see the screen with the questions?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it open here.
So some of the guys don't have that. They can just see me, which I'm sure is just lovely. I
brought you up on my phone.
Oh, there you go.
We're learning, right?
There you go. All right, so here we go. Hey, Jake, which music artist inspired you the most growing up or even now? Good question.
Yeah, great question. I am one of the masses that love U2, Brit rock, period. So like U2, Coldplay, Radiohead. I listen to a lot of them. But then Phil Wickham is one of the guys that I still listen to. I love. And then I love Tim Hughes and Matt Redman and everything that was coming out of Soul Survivor. That's when I started to learn. So I learned a lot from those guys. Jars of Clay was a really big one for me too growing up. Like Phil Wickham, Bethel, and those are some of the guys I'm taking cues from now.
So there you go. Hey, come on, give me some questions, guys out there. It's time for your chance to get up close to this artist here and just ask some questions. I know some of you guys are just itching to ask these artists some questions. Just throw it out there.
I saw someone earlier ask me about what do I craft.
What do you what?
So what do I craft when I was talking about working with my hands?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things I actually love doing is stage designs. So I like working on the stages and doing different backgrounds and things like that. So one of the things that I did and actually put as an installation for an art expo that we had here was it was the Milky Way. It was a picture. A photographer took this picture of the Milky Way, and then I spread it out on I guess it would have been 12 by 8 big sheet. And then for every bright star, I drilled a big hole. For every smaller star, I drilled smaller holes. And I made this whole I don't even know what you call it. It's like this big punctured design. And then I wrapped it around a tube and then put lights all on the inside of it. So you could walk around and you could actually walk around the Milky Way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it was like 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide and this big cylinder, and it was impossible to move. Like I wasn't thinking practically, it was terrible. But I mean, at the same time, it was just a lot of fun. So
dude,
I do stuff like that.
I would be down for that. That'd be something I would love to do. Just something ridiculous like that. That'd be great. Good questions. Yeah. Chuck. Chuck's got a question for you there. I don't know if you can read. He says, what challenge do you get most as an artist or musician, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, do you know what? That's a great question, Chuck. Chuck, yeah, cool, man. I haven't seen you for like ever, dude. So that's so cool that you're here today watching.
All right, Chuck.
Say hi to Chuck. Everybody say hi to
Everybody
Chuck.
show Chuck some love. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, and Chuck's also a cool musician. So it's pretty cool to have you here, man.
Okay, Chuck, go like me on Facebook so I can hear some of your stuff.
Yeah, do that, man. The biggest challenge I always found is fear. You get to the point where as a musician or as an artist, right? David, you know this too. You had to get to that point where you go, I actually have to share my heart and be vulnerable enough to put this out there for somebody else to hear. Like it's like art is great, but if I made a ton of paintings and only hung them in my shed so nobody else could see them, then art's not doing the job that it's meant to do, which is to inspire others, to be creative and inspire the best out of them. So at some point, you got to actually be more confident in who God's made you to be than the fear. And you got to listen to that confidence that who God made you to be more than listening to the fear that you have that someone else might judge you.
Good stuff.
And that's huge.
Yeah. And, I've talked to people, and I won't go into this because it's not my interview tonight, but I never understood this, but there are people who talk to me, but I experienced this a couple years ago, where people say they're just paralyzed by fear, and at that point you don't move, you don't do anything, and you've got to be able, you've got to allow God to come in and just set you free of that so that you can continue to move on. Good question, good answer, on that. Andrew asks, when do you plan to release a CD? People want your hard copies.
We'll be looking for spring 2021.
There you go, guys. Spring 2021.
Yep.
Samla says, was there ever a time you couldn't sing and when you were live on stage? I guess he's asking, was there ever a time like you went on stage to sing and your voice just wasn't there or something like
that? Probably more than I'd ever like to admit. Right? Like you get those days where actually, okay, yes. Worst one I ever did was funny story. I've had big emotional moments where I've been crying and it's really hard to sing. But I mean, honestly, the funniest one that I've ever had was I was just playing with my kid and we were being superheroes. So he was trying to be the Hulk. So I was trying to be the Hulk back. So we started yelling back and forth and we were getting louder. And then I totally lost my voice and I was supposed to go do this weekend retreat. Oh, no. And I got there. Oh, no, yeah, totally. And by the end of the retreat, I was singing like this. I had nothing at all. I'm so sorry. Why don't you just sing as best as I'll just play guitar and you sing. I'm sorry that you're okay. I apologize. So yeah, it was so bad. So I don't yell anymore.
Hey, gargle with peroxide. Don't swallow it. Gargle with peroxide. And an old Nashville thing, Lay's plain potato chips.
Totally.
You do those?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everybody thinks I'm crazy. I'm telling you guys, plain Lay's, not the no-name brand, plain Lay's potato chips are an artist and speaker's best friend before a concert and before studio work or before a speaking session. I'm telling you, they work wonders. So
actually, do you want to know a weird one that I just recently was learning was, and like I'm making it up as I go. I was like, man, I didn't have any Lay's left. So because I totally do that one too. I actually threw a little bit of salt in my coffee, and a little bit of salt, just like a hair of it in my coffee, and I like straight black, but like a little bit of that warmed up, but then got the salt, got the saliva going, and it was like I'm sure a vocal teacher is rolling over in their grave right now.
I'm rolling over in my grave.
I'm down for it. Yeah.
I cannot believe you drank coffee before you went to sing. You're unbelievable.
Yeah, you know.
You're unbelievable.
Yeah, it happens, man.
Hey, but if it works, it works. Hey, Brenda's got a great question.
Yeah, what is this?
Brenda, and I don't even want to try and pronounce your last name, sweetie, because I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a perfect human being, and I will screw up that last name. So I'm just like sharing my heart and being transparent with you right now. But it says, I'm a pianist, and I would love to learn to compose music. Can you give me some advice on how to begin? And I pray that God will give me inspiration.
Do you know what? So here's two things, Brenda. One, really practically, you're going to have two things coming. If you're going to compose your own music, you're going to have lyrics and you're going to have the music. Start simple.
Yeah.
The best songs are always the simplest ones.
Yeah.
That's because they get stuck in your head, they get stuck in your heart, and it's easy to get your mind around. If you have to work so hard on the music that you can't actually pay attention to what you're believing when you're singing, then it always feels fake. So start simple. Pick like 3 chords. Play those 3 chords over, and then take the one thing that you're learning right now, and try to put that into a sentence, and then sing that sentence.
Yeah. And
then once you do that, if you got to like tweak it a little bit, then you start to tweak it. But that's the best way to go, is like 3 chords, 1 sentence that means something to you right now, and start from there, and you'll get going. I promise you.
And a lot of times, Brendan, that's called, in the music business, it's called a hook. And the reason it's called a hook is because what Jake was saying, it's something that grabs the artist. It's a thing that people just can't get out of their mind. And so you build your song on that. Good answer. Good question. Good answer.
You know what, Brenda, to give you the one example there, the song I just sang, I Want Your Heart, was literally my response to God in that moment.
Yeah.
Was I looked at him and said, I want your heart. And then after that, a song came out of it because that's what meant something to me. That simple phrase.
There you go. Chuck. Chuck. He says, I take it your son the Hulk won.
Yeah, he did. I lost.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chuck. Thanks, man.
Oh, my gosh. That's good. That's good. That's good. Hey, guys, real quick, any more questions here for Jake? Because we're going to soon go into 5 seconds. So, any last questions? If you have not got your name in for this, we call it for the download. I keep saying I want to say CD draw. We don't have the hard copy out yet, but we've got the downloads. We're going to be giving away some free downloads. So, guys, get your name in for that draw tonight, real quick. All you need you to do is put CD in the comment section. So, come on, let's do that, you guys, and let's make this happen for Jake. Let's support this man tonight. Okay, real quick, we got any last minute questions here before we go into 5 seconds? Anybody else out there? Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, support him. Well, the questions there's a question coming in. There's his contact information at the bottom of the screen. Please write that down. Get a hold of him. All right, guys, get him to your area, your community event, your church. I'm telling you on that. You're welcome, Brenda. Yes, good advice. Seriously. Brenda, are you on Jake's Facebook? I'm not sure if you are or not, but you can also message him about some things and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
On things like that. Yeah, guys, message us. Guys, it's fun. I enjoy having artists on here and just hearing. It's amazing hearing their stories. Jake, for you and others that have been on here, you guys share stuff. And I'm sitting here going, I can't believe this. I'm not the only artist that has ever done that or that's ever happened to me. And it's like such a relief. So
totally right. It's the weirdest. Sometimes you get the funniest stories, the best. But I mean, you want to live life in the moment. It's incredible.
I know.
So
hey, listen to this. Well, if we get another coming in, then we're gonna do 5 seconds, guys. You don't want to miss 5 seconds because that's kind of funny. It can get funny, but. I'm giving you guys one last chance for some questions coming in here. But talking about that, dude, my road manager got sick, and I usually travel with one other person, and there's reasons for that. And if my wife can't go, I take somebody with me. So my road manager couldn't go, and he just couldn't do the tour. And I forget what it was, whether it was a death in the family or what. But anyways, so I called my buddy in Nashville, and I said, hey, is there anybody I can get? I said, this is my budget. Here's what I can pay the road manager. He says, yeah, man. He says, there's this guy. He says, I don't know him very well, but he's in the music business and he's young. He's studying to be, road management, stuff like that. He says, you may want to try him. So I called him, and we kind of talked and we felt it was going to be a good fit. And obviously I don't think I prayed hard enough because we're on the road in the middle of the tour. And he goes, dang it, Dave. He goes, what? He says, remind me, I've got to take my medication. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I will. I said, so for what? He says, well, I'm bipolar. And I'm going, okay, pull the van over right now and let me drive if you don't have your medication. That was an interesting tour on some moments. We made it through. But I'm just going, no, I go, dude, that is one medicine we do not forget to take, especially if you're driving and you're with me on the road. But anyways, that was interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Okay, one last question here. Chuck says, is there anything we can pray about, Jake, for you?
Yeah, you know what? And I saw a question from Brittany there too.
Oh, what's Brittany? Favorite Bible verse. There you go.
Yeah, so here, Brittany, Philippians 4.
Yes.
When it starts talking about rejoice in the Lord always, again, I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. I start quoting the whole thing, but I mean, that is to be able to trust the Lord and to thank him in all circumstances and then watch him guard your heart and mind with peace.
Yes.
And it comes out of this joy. It comes out of this response where we're just grateful. So when you start thanking God for everything, even the stuff that doesn't look like it's going to be good, then I find that he grants you the perspective to see it his way, and it's amazing. So yes. That'd be like my favorite one. And then for Chuck, anything you can pray for. Oh, man, I would love to say like success and more people hearing the stories and all those things. But, I think honestly, lately, my biggest one is character. I want to have enough heart and intentionality in my mind to do things, to make the right choices and to be the right kind of person that would steward gifts well. So I just want to be that kind of person. So character, pray that God continues just to shape me.
Yes. And guys, I can, Chuck, I can relate to some things too for the artists. Pray for artists like us and Jake that get on the road, because I'm going to tell you some guys, we've said it over and over again on different shows with different artists, it's not it's fun for us because it's our life. It's what we love to do. But at the same time, it's not all glamour. And, it gets lonely on the road. We're away from our family. We miss our families, but we know we still have that joy that we're doing what we're called to do. But guys, when we're on the road, pray for us that God continues to keep us, our hearts right, our hearts pure, sustain us when we get down, we get lonely. It gets frustrating sometimes because it's just that traveling. But, those are things that I know that you can pray for artists that come in and artists like Jake, because COVID's up there and it's all over down here. But, once things start opening up, I know this man's going to start traveling a little bit more. Pray for him in that area. Pray that doors open for him. Success takes place because he's got a message to share. And we want to support you in that, Jake. We really do. So, some great questions. All right, guys, everybody ready for 5 seconds? Get ready. We don't know what's ever going to come out of the artist's mouth. Here's what happens. I ask the artist a question, just some fun stuff, just to kind of break it up a little bit. I ask the artist a question. He's got 5 seconds to come up with an answer of some sort. Okay? So, I'm sorry, but I don't have music for this tonight, and we do have an intro, but we just don't have it operating tonight. Long story short, guys, we've got our computer back. Those of you that have seen it, our shows are working a lot better. They're not jumping as much. We're so excited. So we're getting stuff fixed. Now we're trying to get an intro for the show. We're trying to get the music back for 5 seconds with the artist. We're gonna work. Hopefully in the new year, we just keep developing. As Jake says, you start simple with a song, so we start simple with a show, and we build it, and we just have fun. So anyways, on that. So here we go, Jake. You ready? 5 seconds coming up. Let's see what he can do. Okay, you want to surprise your wife for your anniversary, and you decide to take her to what or where?
Ooh, I take her to the greenhouse.
5 seconds. To the greenhouse?
Yeah.
With plants?
She loves flowers and plants, and that would be like one of her biggest things. She would just be mesmerized and spend hours there.
Okay, her and my wife.
Right?
Her and my wife. There you go. Perfect. All right. So, anyways, Paige, if you're watching tonight, let's hope that was the correct answer and he's not sleeping on the couch tonight. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So, like my wife, all she wanted for Valentine's Day was dirt. So, I got a pile of dirt. And people thought that was the most unromantic thing. But I'm telling you, look at me. Look at me, ladies. I'm telling you, that load of dirt cost a couple $100. So,
I filled up 4 pickup loads this summer already.
It was
at least four. I do that like every spring. This is my thing. I plant trees with her, and we make new gardens, and we just go pick up more dirt.
There you go. Pick up dirt. That's all she wanted was her garden, and she was happier than pig and slop. I'm telling you, she sat out there in her garden. So it was the greatest. I didn't have to sleep on the couch that night. So there we go. All right, here we go. Ready, Jake? 5 seconds. Name 3 Canadian foods. Let's go.
Poutine.
Yes.
Lobster from PEI.
Yeah.
And Alberta beef.
Alberta beef. Good stuff. There you go. There you go. All right. And one more for those of you that are not Canadians, beaver tails.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh.
I
How
know.
did I not think of that? That's that Ottawa thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're for those of you who don't know, we both have some history in Ottawa in that area.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, man, the beaver tails.
We just found out we probably lived within 5 to 10 minutes of each other.
Yeah, totally.
Seriously. Oh, tourtière, Julie. Yes, tourtière is good. There you go. There you go.
So
That's so good. We have that every Christmas. All right. Here we go. All right. 5 seconds here. You're at the grocery store and you accidentally run into and knock over a blank.
Oh, it would be the cereal boxes. They suck. Like when you're turning the corner and the cart comes in and it just hits the one, which hits the next one, which knocks the more of them, and then they just keep coming. And then you're like, and now with COVID, like you can't put them back because if you touch them, you're supposed to buy them. And you just kind of look the other way and just start driving.
Oh my gosh. I can just envision a YouTube video of that one coming out here. All right, you're in the middle of a concert and you suddenly realize you forgot blank at your hotel.
I would forget my room key in the room. Been there, done that.
I've done that, been there, done that. You walk on stage. Okay, here you go. Guys, get ready for this one. I'm ready to hear this one. You walk on stage and realize you still have gum in your mouth, so you quickly remove it and stick it where?
Oh no, I swallow.
You saw.
I'm not hiding that anywhere. That's gross, man. I don't want to like do this. So that would be like oh, you're walking out, shoot,
I,
and I'll wait for the 7 years for it to come back. I don't know. It's just like it disappears.
oh my gosh.
So
I asked that question to a buddy of mine. We were laughing. He goes, I stick it under the pulpit. I'm going, oh my Lord, I can't.
oh, that's grody. No. We don't do
that.
that. That's rude.
No, you can't do that. You can't.
Or what you could do, if you had the microphone, you could like lean in like you're gonna say something and just like lick it onto the microphone.
Oh my God.
But I'm just kidding. No, I've never done that. I swallow my gum. And then you don't chew it before you go. It's bad for your voice. The menthol, it cools it right down. It's no good.
Anybody having Jake Fretz in, if you see him with gum, make sure you check the microphone, all you sound guys, before you put them away. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so we're both from Ottawa. You ready? So say something giving us right now your best Ottawa Valley accent.
Oh. Wouldn't be Toronto. It'd be, man, I don't even know if I got something for you on this one.
Just say a hello or something, just anything. A sentence. You can do this.
How would you like a beaver tail?
You forgot the A.
Hey, sorry. No, for Parliament Hill, I can't say the A. We gotta be neutral.
Oh, not a word of a lie. When the Disney movie Brother Bear came out, and we sat and watched it, and we saw the two moose, and with Rick Moranis, and what's the other guy's name? I forget his other guy. Oh, I'm telling you, dude, I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. I was killing myself. They're priceless. That was a couple years. That was years ago. But anyways, okay, you're okay. Here you go, buddy. You're doing a meet and greet, and a fan walks up to you, and they're all excited because they finally get to meet you, and not knowing that they have blank on their face.
Oh.
What have they got on their face?
It's generally like ketchup or mustard, like on the side.
Bingo.
It's that one. But the worst one that I've seen is the toilet paper hanging out of the pants. That's like. And that one was kind of weird because you're like, did you wash? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to shake your hand now. Lord. Those ones are like extra bizarre.
Oh my gosh. Oh, or even spinach in the teeth. Oh my goodness. But all right, here we go. Okay, last question. Here we go. 5 seconds. You're on your way to a sound check and your car breaks. You're on your way to the sound check at the church, the auditorium. Your car breaks down. You're desperate to get there, and you see a farmhouse ahead. So you end up showing up to the venue in or on a what?
Oh, I hope it's a horse. Because, like, let's be honest, you could pick a tractor, you could pick a quad, and the quad would be faster than all of them. But a horse, if you could ride a horse into an auditorium, like the stories that you would have, they would tell that story.
Oh gosh, my dad's a pastor. I'll never forget it. And the bridal party played a trick on the bride and groom. So instead of their car, they arranged to have a tractor and a manure spreader, a brand new manure spreader. And they rode away in a brand new manure spreader, like down the street. They had chairs, and it was hilarious. All right.
At least it was brand new, right? So
there you go, guys. 5 seconds. Jake Fretz, guys, you did good, buddy. You did good. All right, Jake, you got one more song for us to take us out in just a minute, and then right after the song, we're gonna draw for the CD for the giveaway. Guys, don't go away. Jake's gonna sing. Then we're gonna draw right after that, and whatnot. So get ready. If you haven't, quickly, you've got just a few more minutes to get your name in for the download, the free download. So get that in here, and we're gonna draw for that literally as soon as Jake is done with the song. So don't miss out on this. All right, go ahead, Jake. Give it up for Jake Fretz, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, thanks, guys. So this song is called "Emmanuel, God with Us," and it's actually, it's getting late November. It's after Remembrance Day or Veterans Day, so this would be a Christmas tune. So
there you go.
If you want to add one to your playlist coming out, or if you want to add one, something that you're going to listen to with the family over this season, this would be a great one. And what was really cool is when we first made this song, we actually gave it out free to our entire church family. And we gave it out on Christmas Eve. This was our present to them. So this is the first year. It's a year old already, but this is the first time we're actually sharing it now to radio and to the public. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoy. Taste and see pure joy. God is pleased to dwell with you and I. Our Savior born of dust and holy light brings light to life. Yeah. Emmanuel, God with us. Messiah is here, the Christ has come. Emmanuel, God with us. Oh, peace with God and men. His kingdom comes in flesh through you and I. Like manger stars we shine. Revival's light. Born with Christ, yeah. Emmanuel, God with us. The kingdom is here, the time has come. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, God with us. Messiah is here, the Christ has come. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, God with us. For he shall reign forever and ever. We shall reign forever with him. Oh, Jesus reigns forever and ever. Today we reign forever with him. Oh, Emmanuel, God with us. Messiah is here, the Christ has come. Emmanuel, God with us. Oh yes, Emmanuel, God with us. The kingdom is ours, every daughter and son. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, God with us. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Woo! All right, guys. Jake Fretz, great Christmas song. Actually, Jake, it's kind of cool you were doing that tonight because we are getting into Christmas, and that's great. Take us right. It's a good start for our Christmas season. So thank you, man. That's an awesome song. Hey, is that one of the ones we can download?
Yeah, you can definitely download that one. That one's out there right now. It's been getting a lot of traction on Spotify and iTunes right now. And then also across the Canadian market, and you're going to see on some stations down in the States, you're going to hear that one on the radio coming up pretty soon.
Awesomeness.
So, yeah.
That's awesomeness. That is good. So, guys, get that. Hey, go to Amazon, iTunes, any place like that. Check out Jake Fretz. Get on there, download his music, support this man and everything. You want to contact Jake, you can go to www.jakefretz.com or email him at jake@jakefretz.com. Guys, get on there, support him, get this guy into your community. Book him now so he's ready to go as soon as everything opens up with COVID. And you know what? Let's get this guy's calendar filled up. Jake, it's been awesome having you on the show tonight, brother. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Hey, David, thanks so much for having me. I had a ton of fun.
Good.
So thanks so much,
guys. Give him a little bit of love tonight, and just as we're going out here. But hey, we're going to announce the winner tonight. This is Karen
Weeby, I think.
Weeby or Weeb.
Karen Weeb.
Do you know Karen Weeb?
I don't. I know Karen. Karen, congratulations.
Congratulations, Karen. You are the winner. Here's what I need you to do, Karen. I need you to send me a message tonight or tomorrow. Just message me on Facebook and send me your contact information so we can get that card out to you for a free download. I think it's going to allow you to download all 4 of his songs. So there'll be enough on that card so you can download all 4 of his songs. So I'm not sure if it's an Amazon or an iTunes card, but it will be one of those that you will get, and you will be able to download Jake's music, which is awesome. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Jake, again, thank you, brother, for joining us. Great story. Just great hearing about your music. Man, you're a great guy. We want to get you back on the show sometime down the road, so I hope you'll be willing to come back on the show.
Love to.
There you go. And hopefully we can get back up to Canada. Hopefully you can get down here in the States a little bit and share stuff like that. Awesome. If we get out there, we got to go to Timmy's together and Tim Hortons, and I don't know, we'll go get a poutine or something like that together, and then we'll hit the gym right after, because it's they're kind of fattening and they're sinful but delicious.
We'll go play soccer.
There we go.
Soccer. Who wants to do that? The gym? We could go play soccer, right?
There you go. Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. I'm into soccer.
Timbits soccer.
As long as you don't jump off the stage and brack up your knee again. But
no.
Choreographer.
Absolutely not.
Okay, everybody, we got to pray for Jake that God provides a choreographer for him. Okay, for his show.
Absolutely.
There you go. Absolutely. Okay. Jake, thank you, man. Guys, thank you for joining us tonight on another great Music Moments of David Live. It will be up on YouTube, hopefully within the next hour, definitely by tomorrow, so you can share it with your friends. Just go to my YouTube channel, which is going across the bottom. It's basically www.youtube.com/user/dbauman65. If you're already on YouTube, just go to dbauman65. You'll get to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to it. Jake, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, just search Jake Fretz and you'll find it.
Search Jake Fretz. Go to his YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and take a listen. Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Everybody be fun. And as I always say, hey, make your week the best week ever by making somebody else's day. Do something special for someone. I know, just send them a phone call, a text, encourage them, take them some food, whatever they need. Just do something to bless somebody, because it'll make your day and your week all the better. Take care, guys. Hang tight. We'll see you hopefully next week. I'm going to be away, so I'm going to try and pre-record the show and upload it. But if not, definitely 2 weeks from now, we will be back with Music Moments with David Live. Take care, guys. Love you guys to pieces. Hang on.
See you guys later.